circuit for Formula E. Formula E's first visit to Indonesia, and this is where it sits in the grand scheme of the season. It's the start of the second half of the year. 2 races in Diriyah done, Mexico done, Italy done, Monaco done, Germany done. We've got a bit of Marrakesh, a couple of races in New York, some London and some Seoul to come before the end of the season. Dance, the head is over on the right-hand side, the tail over on the left-hand side in the traditional Kuda Lumping dance. There you go, there's your fact of the day.
Wow.
So, sunrise has just happened. Beautiful morning here in Jakarta. Very warm, very humid, which will be a topic of conversation over the course of the day. But Stoffel Vandoorne arrives as the championship leader.
Yeah, are going to have to deal with some of those. Trying to keep the tyres in contact with the tarmac as much as you possibly can.
So De Vries, after doing the initial running right behind Vandoorne, now backs himself off a little bit of wheel spin on the exit as he comes over the line and down towards the first corner where Vandoorne is at the moment, turning into the right-hander. That's at 1, and now he gets right up to the wall before swinging it into 2 and 3. Robin Freins had a big moment there in shakedown yesterday. Then the left-hander of 4, and this takes you around the curve, around the Ancol Beach City Mall, and into turn 7. Car looking very lively.
Yeah, I think it's down to the lack of grip. Look how dusty the circuit is. But the other thing to note, the car hasn't been straight yet at all during the lap. There's been turn 1, 2 and 3 are taken as one corner. It's just the whole circuit is the constant curve. One of the straight points is breaking into turn 13, so you're going to see big fights for real estate into 13 later on this afternoon.
Then you come out into turn 16, where attack mode activation is located here at the bottom.
Banked corner.
Yeah. Vandoorne now into the final corner of 18. Out across the line, and the timing line is here underneath the lights there where Vandoorne goes through now. Oh, I think that De Vries just went in a bit deep. Has returned to the pit lane in the Rocket Venturi. Mortara still in the pit lane at the moment. Da Costa coming up towards 13. 11 and 12 look fun.
Oh yeah, that whole section looks really good fun. Da Costa's car doesn't look fun though. It looks like it's sliding around a lot at the moment. Maybe he's got it set up for more of a grippy track. You can see as he gets to the brakes, the back steps out. Just listen to him actually rather than listen to me here. Yeah, you've got to say the DS Techeetah looks a bit oversteery. The back sliding, less grip in the back of the car right now than the front. That'll improve as the rubber goes down in the circuit.
How difficult is it to remember that? Yeah.
The tyres of torture, that's going to be a proper corner. Yeah, there's a bump right in the middle of the straight. You see Jake Dennis going over it, and you can hear the noise of the cars go over the curbs on the inside of the corner. Yeah, I think this is going to be a difficult place this afternoon to race. You see Roger Griffiths, team principal of the Avalanche and Andretti team. He looks like he's perspiring already. It's yeah, it was humid when we got here at 6 o'clock this morning.
Robin Freins and the Envision. Looks like the engine cover was about to come off, I think, so maybe a bit of setup work going on in the back of the car as we look now at Max Günther in the Nissan. Only 1 points finished for Günther so far this season, which was a 9th place in Mexico City. His teammate Sebastian Buemi has picked up 3 points finishes, but 2 14ths in Berlin were all that Buemi had to show.
Gonna have a hairpin, especially one with a wide entry like that. That's going to be interesting to see how people choose to take that corner this afternoon. Whether they try and defend on the way in, or or take the normal line. But God, that's such a wide exit out of turn 1. See the Grassy through, or sorry, Udo Mortara through 4-5, through the kink in 6, and over that bumps now into 7. And again, you're hitting those bumps, but the car's not straight. So
yeah.
That'll make their life interesting.
Into 9 and 10.
And then just to make things more difficult, the sun's coming up.
Yeah.
And the sun will be in the driver's eyes through a couple of corners.
Mortara now down in Berlin, and then finished 1st and 2nd. He's in a great run of form at the moment, Eduardo Mortara. As he comes into the final corner, maybe held up a little by Antonio Giovinazzi, but he did get out of the way in the end. comes out across the line.
Those two DNFs, second race in Rome and then Monaco, that really sort of blunted his championship aspirations at the moment. But the fact he's still P2, I think that shows how strong the rest of the season's been. Yeah. And as a customer with Mercedes EQ powertrain, they've done such a good job this year.
Yeah, really tremendous. Here's a look at Antonio Giovinazzi. Personal best in the first sector as he comes onto the bumps into turn 7. And I just wonder with Giovinazzi what we'll see this weekend, because it is a new track for everybody, which hasn't been the case at any point so far this season for Giovinazzi and for Ticktum. They've been sort of playing catch-up the whole time.
There was a caterpillar on the track.
Ah.
I was just watching that. Yeah, Giovinazzi's, I think he's struggled to get his head round the way to race a Formula E race, but then even the car, he's used to massive downforce Formula 1 cars on big slick tyres. These cars are designed specifically to slide around a bit, no aerodynamics, and it's almost more difficult to get back into a slower car than it is to go into a quicker car.
14.5 minutes to go, so we are over halfway through the session now. Cassidy slots into 10th place. Giovinazzi goes to the inside of Oliver Rowland. Here's a look at Giovinazzi at turn 13, getting quite wide.
That'll be the limit.
Yeah.
You can see when all the dust's coming up, that's not conducive to grip.
Here is Jean-Eric Verne in the DS Techeetah, coming out through 9 and 10. Through the quick 11 and 12. And into 13, and he's 3 tenths up at the moment on Mitch Evans' time, which is quickest currently, but Verne is in attack mode here. So this is going to be our first 250 kilowatt lap, first full power lap of the session, I would suggest, as he comes into the final corner now. Through the right-hander, out across the line. And does Verne get ahead of Evans? He does by half a second. So that's the first full power lap, a 1 minute 8.703 for Jean-Eric Verne. 13 minutes to go.
Yeah, looked fairly under control, which I did not expect.
Yeah. Well, the track
Gonna have a hairpin,
yeah.
Especially one with a wide entry like that. That's going to be interesting to see how people choose to take that corner this afternoon, whether they try and defend on the way in or or take the normal line. But God, that's such a wide exit out of turn 1. See the Grassy through, or sorry, out of Mortara through 4-5, through the kink in 6, and over the bumps now into 7. And again, you're hitting those bumps, but the car's not straight, so
yeah.
That'll make my life interesting.
Into 9 and 10.
And then just to make things more difficult, the sun's coming up.
Yeah.
And the sun will be in the driver's eyes through a couple of corners.
Mortara now down in